Hey guys, today's video is going to be another spooky one. I did this look on an Instagram live using the Colourpop Disney Villians Misunderstood palette, and everyone who watched my live and everyone who saw my story after I posted a picture of the makeup look loved it, and a lot of people asked for a tutorial. So that is what I am doing today. I'm going to try to recreate it as best as I can. I feel like every time I always try to recreate a look, it does not come out as good as the first time, but I am going to be doing it a little bit differently today. After doing it the first time, I realized there's some things I wanted to do different, and then because I want to make this kind of spooky, we are going to be going in and doing a black lip. But when I did this the first time, I did like a very mauve-y nude lip. You can make this as regular or as spooky as you want. This is just how I'm going to do it today. Before we start, I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there for my little headband. I thought they were going to be like little bat wings. Now it kind of looks like a bow. I got it at Rite Aid. I don't know. I thought it would match my cute little bats on the wall, which I will link down below. I got these on Amazon. I literally only used one pack, so I have plenty for next year. But yeah, they are really cute, so I will link those down below if anyone wants to get them for next year. I literally have like 5 more packs, I think, to use. So I will link those. Thought my headband would match. Now I don't really know if it looks stupid or what, but we're gonna ignore that. So if you guys want to see how I recreate this makeup look, then just keep watching. Alright, so first things first, we're just going in with some regular old Scotch tape. Here I am putting it on the back of my hand to get the initial stickiness off of it. I do this so that way when I pull it off my face, it doesn't hurt as badly. Most of the time it's usually fine, but especially if you get like brand name Scotch tape, that's definitely stickier than like off-brand. I think this is off-brand, but just doing that and putting it from the corner of my eye to the end of my eyebrow, but you do you, whatever shape you want. This is just going to help us get a sharper, straighter edge on our makeup. And now I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, the regular one, and I'm going to be priming my eyelids with this. And when I prime my eyelids, I not only prime my entire lid, but the inner corner and slightly underneath my eye because of my dark circles. Another side note, when I did this on Instagram, I actually went in with multiple palettes, but today I broke it down so it was only like 3. I want to give you guys like palette options, but I found better options than what I used. So in the Instagram live, I used the BH Cosmetics Wild and Free palette, and I used these 2 greens right here, and I think a little bit of this like champagne-y color. And I also think for my blush and highlight, I used, which this was limited edition, they don't sell this anymore, it was the blush and highlight palette from the Lorac Pro Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales collection. But today I'm only going to be using one of my favorite basic palettes for anyone to have. It's the James Charles Morphe palette. I just feel like there's so many colors in there, especially if you're just getting started. That's a really good palette to have. And then we're going to go in with a little bit of the old school Urban Decay Electric palette. And then the star of the show, which is the Colourpop Disney Villians Misunderstood palette. So going into the James Charles palette first, I'm going to be taking this white shade Flashback and setting my entire lid with it. Then I'm going in with the color right above that called Punch Me, and I'm using a blending brush to just put this in my crease as a transition shade. Starting off with the first green, we're going in with the color Social Blade and putting this all over our entire lid underneath our crease. This palette is an oldie, but definitely a goodie. Please let me know in the comments down below if you remember this one. This is the Urban Decay Electric palette, the original one. I know that they have a newer version of this out now, but this is the original one, and we are taking the color Thrash, and we're going to be putting this on the inner corner of our eye, blending it into that color Social Bleed. Moving back into the James Charles palette, we're taking this darker green next to Social Blade called Daddy, and we're going to be putting this on the outer corner of our eye. This does not have to be perfect, and this can be totally messy if you want. That is the great part about using tape on the outer part of our lid. And now going in with the star of the show, the Disney Villains Misunderstood palette from Colourpop. It is just so beautiful. I'm just taking a little bit of setting spray on this flat shading brush and going in with the main color Diablo and putting this all over the lid, slightly blending it into the outer corner but not covering it entirely. So after going back in with the matte green shade Daddy from the James Charles palette, we're going to be going in with this darker green metallic shade from the Disney Villains palette. And I believe it's called Facile. I should know this. I think it's Facile. But it's just this beautiful, a little bit darker than an emerald, but not like super dark that you can't tell it's a green metallic shadow. And we are just going to be putting that on the outer corner of our eye and blending it in with Diablo. The next few steps are definitely a little repetitive, but I'm just going back in with a few of the shadows we already used to make sure everything's blended correctly and cleaned up and that it all blends together really nicely and that it's all at the desired intensity that I want it to be before taking the tape off and starting on my face. Now I'm just going in with these Pond's Hydrating Facial Wipes to get off all that excess makeup and cleanse my face before priming it to put on foundation. For primer, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Master Prime face primer and base. And because the face makeup kind of gets a little repetitive in every video because I literally use the same products and do the exact same thing with my face in every video, I just decided to show you guys what I was using but not put in those clips. So I'm using my favorite Maybelline Dream BB Cream and the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Also using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer. I'm going to be setting that with the Airspun Loose Face Powder. My eyebrows, I always use the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. And now, obviously, skipped to the part where I'm wiping off my baking. Brows are already done, face is already set, and we're ready to go for the more fun part. Now that all of our face makeup is on and our under eyes are set, I'm just going back in with that shade from the Urban Decay Electric palette in our inner corner of our eye. We're also going to be going back in with that matte green shade Daddy from the James Charles palette, and we are going to be lining our upper and lower lash line instead of using eyeliner on our eyelids today. And you guys are going to be seeing me blending and fixing a lot throughout the rest of the video. Even though we wanted this eye look to be sharp, I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to my eye makeup, and I still wanted it to be all very well blended and not too harsh. So we will be lining our upper and lower waterline, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Eye Studio gel eyeliner in the color Blackest Black for this. I love gel eyeliners for lining your waterline because it lasts a lot longer, and it does kind of just help make your eyelashes pop when you do put lashes on without actually using eyeliner on your lip. And now to bronze, we're going in with my favorite Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I'm just going to be contouring my cheekbones, my temples, my jawline, as well as my nose and underneath my bottom lip. For blush, I'm going to be using this really pretty subtle blush. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in the color Natural Glow. Now going back in with this gorgeous Colourpop highlight in the shade Ursula, Poor Unfortunate Souls. I'm going to be highlighting my cheekbones, my temples, my nose, as well as my Cupid's bow and the inner corner of my eye. So now I'm going to be priming my lips with this NYX lip primer before we go in with a black liquid lip. So this is a little trick that I do anytime I am lining my lips before putting on a black lip. You could easily go and buy a black lip liner, but I just never have because I'm always using my Maybelline gel eyeliner in the color Blackest Black because I know and trust that it won't smudge. And for the black lip, I'm going to be using the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the color Alien. It's a liquid lipstick, and after it dries, it does not budge or go anywhere, and I absolutely love it. It's easy to apply, really, really pigmented, doesn't stain my lips, and yeah, I've been using this for years anytime I need a black lip. Next, I'm going to be setting my face with the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Set Setting Spray. And then I just applied my eyelashes off camera. I'm using the Eylure X Nicole Guerrero Casually Glamorous Lashes. And I'm going to be blending these together with my lashes using the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. After touching up my inner corner highlight, I'm going to be going in with this really, really pretty ultra glossy lip from Colourpop Disney Villains collection in the shade Sad But True, and putting this over top of my black lips. I kind of like plopped some on there and then realized I should probably use my finger instead of ruining the little brush that comes in the lip gloss. So I just blended that out with my finger, and that was my finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look and loved this video just as much as I loved making it for you guys. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up. Comment what you thought or any requests down below. Subscribe to my channel for future uploads and click the bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. Bye! The Jonas Brothers version of this is amazing. Don't know why they took it off Spotify, but